Excuse me. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Old Gold and Black, for this little preview video of the West Ham game this evening. I think it's kind of been in the back of my mind, really, in the last couple of weeks, the Premier League, because for me, the FA Cup, I think, is the most important thing of the rest of the season. I think we've got a very, very good chance of going deep into that competition, particularly now with the draw for the fifth round being Bristol away, evoking memories of last Christmas, or Christmas 2017, with that notorious game with Danny Bart getting sent off, the Douglas free kick, the Bennett goal in the last seconds of that game. Hopefully we can get something. Well, hopefully we can beat Shrewsbury, get through to that game, and then fancy us with a strong team against Bristol to get through to the sixth round. And then if you look at the teams that could possibly get into the sixth round, there's a big chunk of lower division teams who are playing against each other who will definitely be in the sixth round. Like Portsmouth and QPR are playing against somebody else from the lower leagues, and Barnet could possibly get through, Brentford could possibly get through, Newport could easily beat Manchester City, so we've got a very good chance. But anyway, tonight we're back to the Premier League, back to business, and hopefully but looking back further than that, we've had a pretty rotten run of form at home recently. Hopefully we can put that right to tonight. Let me see. So of course the big story for team news is that oh my goodness, sorry, that Marko Arnautovic will be in the West Ham team. I imagine he's said that he's going to be available for the Wolverhampton game, is what he said. So hopefully we can keep him quiet. I am a little bit worried about him against Cody. We've seen Cody struggling against Mitrovic and other big strikers that we faced in the Championship season as well. Dan has just mentioned there that Moutinho is due a goal. I was in fact thinking the very same earlier on yesterday, I think it was. He's only scored the goal against Manchester United, of course, and he's getting forward into those sort of areas now. He's playing in that forward of the three position there, so I'm hoping that he can make something happen. I hope that my team for tonight would be Dendoncker coming into the back three for Saïss. I think Saïss has looked a little bit suspect in the games against Shrewsbury and against Leicester. Of course, we've conceded 5 goals in the 2 games. I can't see us conceding 5 goals if we'd have had Bolly in the side. That being said, we know Nuno and we know what he's like, and I trust that he will pick the same team more or less that played against Leicester. I think it'll be Saïss in that left and centre back position, but I'm grateful that Bolly's going to be back and rested. I think that's a little bit, we can be grateful that he's had a bit of a rest before the Everton game, and then because we have got a bit of a fixture pile up over the next couple of weeks now. We've got Shrewsbury, of course, next week, the ticket details for which was announced this morning. Only £5 for under 18s, which I think is a very good idea. Lots of children are going to hopefully see their players, and having working with 10 and 11-year-olds at the moment. Wolves are an up and coming club. They're 8th in the Premier League. They're competing against teams like Manchester United. They're beating teams like Chelsea and Liverpool in recent weeks. So it gives the children, they idolise Wolves players now. Ruben Neves is a player that all the children know and look up to and enjoy watching, and that's really important, I feel. But yeah, let me know your thoughts for today's game in the comments down below. Quite a few people in the chat pre-match. I wasn't expecting as many as this, really. I know I did this before the Chelsea game, so I'm hoping a bit superstitiously that this will provide some sort of luck before the game. I know that I had a friend who was a Chelsea fan watch this before the game and then said that he's never watching my videos again. Midfield battle today, says Sean Cox. Whichever team wins that battle wins the game. And in my opinion, if Neves plays how he has in the league recently, then I think it's ours. Yeah, of course, West Ham have Samir Nasri into their team. They signed him back in the first week of January, and he played well in that game, the win against Arsenal on about the 10th or 11th of January. But I haven't really heard a lot about him since. Obviously, the big story for West Ham is Arnautovic and the defeat on Saturday night against AFC Wimbledon. They'll be eager to bounce back from that. And also, they're in that league, aren't they? That mini league within the Premier League between 7th and 11th. And it's a really good opportunity for us to pick up more points against the team in that position. And the more points we can get off of the teams in and around us is really important. I think we can push for 7th. I think I'll do a little conversation video in a couple of days' time about whether or not we should be thinking about European football. But I think it's definitely something that we shouldn't be afraid of. I think we've got the squad to deal with it. I think we've got the players to deal with it, and yeah, I think we've certainly got the money, haven't we? Neil Homer says that Nasri isn't as good without that Arsenal team and City team around him. Yeah, that's true. I think he's not a workhorse, as he's a bit of a show pony that is a bit of a luxury in that that's kind of a team. James Vlog says, hey, just getting off the train in Wolverhampton. I'm going to be heading to... Sorry, I can't quite see what the rest of it says. He's going to be heading to the stadium now. Sorry, I can't read what the rest of it says. I don't like doing this on my phone because it's not the best. So apologies. It should be something I can't see. I've written quite a long message of you. Is Bolly back, Marie? No, she's not. No, she's not. No, Bolly's not back today. He's still. This is his last match of his suspension. It feels like he's been suspended for ages and ages, but he's missed the Leicester game, Shrewsbury game, and then tonight's the third game of the 3 that he'll be missing, and he'll be available then for Everton on Saturday, and I assume he'll come straight back into the team. I can't imagine Saïss will keep that position. If you think back to last season, there was a little stage in the season where not Saïss, it would have been Danny Bart, I suppose, might have come in for Bolly. Around about October time, Bolly picked up a little bit of an injury. I think it was a groin strain from memory. And he came out of the team. Wolves had that sticky spell that, with we lost to QPR in that spell. We dropped points somewhere else, I think. Possibly Bristol City. Did he miss the game against Bristol City? Danny Bart was playing in that game because he scored, of course. But yeah, we are very reliant on Willy Bolly. Not overly reliant, I don't think. I think Saïss is a fairly good backup, but it does leave us a little bit light. If Bolly was to pick up an injury for a couple of months, I'd be concerned about our form, because we can't keep conceding 2 or 3 goals a game and hoping that we score more than them. I think in the last couple of games we've been lucky in that respect. We've taken our chances. The game against Shrewsbury, I don't think we played particularly well. We didn't create too many chances, really. We took 2 of them. There were 2 glaring misses for me on Saturday. Troy Ore in the first half, when Doherty pulled it back to him, and then Jimenez when he first came on. But aside from that, I think we can count ourselves very, very lucky. I think I mentioned it a couple of times now, that you look at the teams that went out in the Premier League, we somehow managed to stay in, and a lot of people have alluded to it, that when you go on a decent cup run, or when you win the cup, there's often a moment where you think, that's it, we're going out, and then out of nowhere you stay in it, and hopefully that was our moment on Saturday. But yeah, for me now, the rest of the season is all about the FA Cup for me, and hopefully we can make it happen. Dan Fuchs says, what do you think of the rumours that have been linked with the Giroud? Well, I haven't actually heard them. I'm sure I've seen that he's gone somewhere else today. I can't remember where. Oh no, sorry, I'm thinking of Morata. I can't imagine that Chelsea want to get rid of another striker if they've sold Morata already, and that Higuain has come in, but I assume that's to replace Morata. So no, I don't think he'd fit our style of play. It is that sort of battering ram kind of option. But no, I'm not a great fan of Giroud, although he's good for a good old scorpion kick now again, isn't he? But no, not Giroud for me. Let me know your score predictions now. I've just done this little short preview for the game. Hope you're all excited. If you're going, if you're not, are you watching it on a live stream? Are you going down the pub to watch it on a stream or whatever? I don't know. Neil Homer says that Giroud's too old. You'd prefer somebody younger. Yeah, I think that's the model. Well, obviously it's the model. What live streams are there available? I believe that is it beIN Sports. I'm not quite sure, and I'm not quite sure it's best that I advertise widely how you go about it. But if you go onto various Wolves Facebook pages, they often put the links up pre-game. But beIN Sports, I think, is the one that people use very often. But I'm not sure how you do it, because fortunately, I'm very, very lucky to be able to go to all these games. In fact, since August 2017, when I moved back to Wolverhampton from South Wales. So the Middlesbrough game was game number 1. Today's game number 70 in this little spell. So I've thrown myself into it and really, really enjoyed the last 18 months or so. So that's Shiv, who's just said 3-1, Jimenez brace, bicycle kick one of them. He's been trying, hasn't he, for a few games to try and do that. And then Jota and Arnautovic tap in. I've got a feeling that today might be another end-to-end spectacle. Lots of goals again, because I don't think that we're that good. I think the team has been released. I'll see if I can get it up. Did everybody hear the team there? I was just off the app for a second. I don't know if you were able to hear it, but pretty much the same team that we would expect. Johnny back to left back and Doherty back into the team. Dendoncker in midfield. I like that. I like it a lot. I like Dendoncker, the way that he works and gets the ball back for Neves, who's able to spray his beautiful passes around the place. And yeah, very looking forward to the game. In fact, so much so that I've got to leave now. So enjoy the match, everybody. I'll see you afterwards for a thingy review. Oh, chaos here.